Hi everyone, it is Josie from Josephine, .com. So today we are going to talk a little bit about character development. When you are writing fiction or even nonfiction, if you are writing about people, it is important that your people, like the people that you're trying to portray in your book, are not flat. You want to make your readers know what motivates them, and you want to know why they are doing the things that they do. Sometimes it's kind of hard. Like, I had a character recently in a book, and when they kind of had a falling out, he overreacted badly, and he basically trashed her life. Like, totally trashed her life. And he had the money to do it, so he killed her career. And so we had to get down to the brass tacks of why he did this and why she might forgive him. So it was important to go through these kind of steps and just go, okay, so the first step was why? What's the history behind this? What makes you tick? What makes you think that this is an acceptable thing to do? And then we had to go into why even further back and say, okay, what are the emotions behind this? Why do you feel that way? What triggered these emotions? And again, you just have to keep delving in, usually like 3 or 4 times. You have to ask your character why and force them to tell you why, so that your audience can be sympathetic to your character. If your character is not, like, you can't be sympathetic to them, then nobody's going to want to read them. If nobody likes to hate the character unless they are like the villain of the piece. Like, I have a bully. He's their dad. I know. He's one of the main patriarchal brothers of the series, their father, and okay, back up the truck a little bit. Let us explain this a little better. I have 4 brothers, and they each had kids, and their kids is what I write the story about. Now, their kids are not actually kids. They're in their, like, 30s, 40s, and even a 50-year-old. So, but their fathers, the one of them is very much a bully. And everybody who left reviews, they're like, he's a bully, he's terrible, I can't believe they put up with him. And I'm like, well, that's what I was going for. He's my villain of the piece right now. So it's important that as his story goes along, everybody kind of goes, okay, what is his why? Now, he's a little bit flat as a villain because, let's face it, he's just a sociopath. That's his why. He's like, I don't care what you think. This is about me. And I don't care about following the rules because this is about me. So he's fairly flat. So again, we have to go with his kids and say, okay, well, why do you obey him in certain things and not in others? Why did you become the person you became? Was it you're being raised by your mom a bit more than by your dad? What social norms did you have? What did you find acceptable? What did you not? You just have to ask why a lot. And it's important to ask these questions of your characters because you want them to be relatable, you want them to have conflict, you want them to grow in the story, and then so that people can really root for them to have their happy ending. So again, it's important to just kind of flesh out these characters and not have them just be flat. That's one of the reasons why, for me, I don't really like the sweet romances. I mean, those romances where they don't kiss, they don't, like, nothing really happens. Because I'm like, they're not even attracted to each other, and yet they get together in the end. I find those a little bit confusing because people are trying to be so sweet that they forget that human nature is what it is. And so I personally try to write a bit of a balance. Sometimes I go a little overboard, but it's a lot of fun that way. And so you have to figure out what are the reasons why your characters are doing what they're doing, and you have to make sure that you convey that to your readers in a clear and concise manner. So anyway, character development, get in depth with your characters and find out what makes them tick. We'll talk to you later. Subscribe to the videos. See the other videos. We're just having a great time here. Throw your comments in. Let me know if you have questions about publishing or about character development or about creative writing or nonfiction or whatever. And we will try our best to answer them when we can. And we'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye-bye.